One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. And the Cowboys will kick it away first. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rockets offense will get the first possession of the game. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Litnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
To the ground, he's got it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ground.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. The Cowboys offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They'll go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive,
breaks into the open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Working the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perkins. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants it all. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. From the gun, running back on the move. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Rockets are in the hurry-up.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running...
Lots of room to run. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This is an explosive attack in that last big play. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions, and he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second and goal coming up. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wheeler. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will the offense dial up on third and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dingle. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Finds the tight end. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Finding open areas. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Toledo.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off play action. Dances away. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Rockets.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Horn. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. And the Cowboys are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Turbin. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Dangerous screen into traffic. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On target. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using the quick game. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And the Rockets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the...
He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The Rockets want to move quickly. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming signals. And the Rockets will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having to lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Complete downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Rockets are marching down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Tosses it incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this offense, man, they run the football, and then they want to bootleg and get you really sold on that run. Nice job by the inside linebacker. Man, you see him. He doesn't bite it. He sees it, chases the bootleg, runs the quarterback down outside the pocket for the sack.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Pucks it out of the air. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. He's going for it all. Makes the grab on the big throw. Off and running. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense. And the Rockets offense is back on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Snags it quickly on the left. And the Rockets want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
The give to the tailback. Runs for the tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Rockets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. Across the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's up.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Power football with the run. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Rockets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's reeled in. It's Owens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They go to the ground. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Rockets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Bringing the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He wants a big play here late. It's incomplete. It's really the most common